You can just go ahead and fade it. Because I hate that drowning out stuff. Can we please get that edited out? No, it's not. It needs to be edited out. The last 10 seconds, this part, just. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. Gone! Like I had some on my mind and it's Friday. And so that's how life goes. It's Friday. So, once again, I was goofing around on the news, watching everything going on. And I saw something interesting. Every now and then, you can think a person is stupid, and then they can do something and remove all doubt. Now, granted, I think people can do stupid things, and people aren't stupid. And then there's some people that do stupid things, and they're actually stupid. Now, I'm not going to read the story the way that they wrote it because it didn't make any sense because it was left-leaning or right-leaning or, all that. I'm just going to tell the story from my perspective and how it didn't make any sense. A Hawaiian state official has been reassigned after allegedly refusing to transfer water resources that would have helped firefighters battle the Maui wildfires. His reason, get this, he's an environmentalist and believes that water should only be used in certain situations. In recent years, there's been a debate in Hawaii about the additional water resources and how they should be used, even to fight wildfires. It sounds a little crazy, but yeah, it's 2023. Agenda over logic, which means literally innocent people literally die. According to Civil Beat, the Hawaii Department of Land and Natural Resources Deputy Director M. Kaleo Manuel, balked at Maui firefighters and various entities' requests to open up reservoirs and streams as wildfire raged out of control. Firefighters pleaded to the DLNR that they had to use all of the on-hand water and were desperate for any help whatsoever. He delayed their request. Instead, he wanted a formal request given to one of the landowners of, Instead, Manuel wanted a formal request given to one of the landowners that used it for agricultural purposes. Does that even make any sense? If you're not using it for agricultural purposes, you can't use water. This is a person from the Hawaii Department of Natural Resources. I mean, the request actually went through, but by then it was too late and over 100 people had died. And hundreds are missing. As reports came out about the absurd denial of Maui residents' water requests, a previous video interview discussed the DNLR's position regarding water rights started to be shared across social media. According to his own words, he believed that water should be revered, not used. The way I interpret it, that means that Manuel believes the environment is more important than individual lives. What's wrong with this guy? He said, we've become used to looking at water as something that we use and not something we revere. We can reconnect to that traditional value set. I think that's where water has shifted to today and over time, is that we've become used to looking at water as something in which we use and not something that we revere in a thing that gives us life. That makes absolutely no sense. So you hold up water use. You've got people still missing, people dying, homes burning down, children killed in a fire because this numbskull decided that water rights were more important. How did you get reassigned again? Why didn't you get fired? Kind of reminds you of the guy from Uvalde, the police chief who refused to send the people in because they might get killed. Like they're cops. So because of a delay, as of today, there's about 111 people dead and about 1,000 missing. In those dead are children and babies. I mean, adults had a fighting chance, but children and babies. Because one person decided that water was more important. And so when we talk about global warming and global cooling and environment and climate change and all that stuff, I get it. But then we have extreme people like this who decide that water is more important than life itself. And he represents the government. And the government, once again, has failed people. Are these the people you want to put your trust in? This disaster is historic. We've never had something like this occur before. Definitely not in Hawaii. A city is gone, completely and totally destroyed. Now, I was always taught, within reason, mostly not, you reap what you sow. I don't necessarily believe that because I've seen people do things and they didn't reap what they sowed. But when it did come back, it came back in spades. And so in my brain, the only thing you can give this guy, Mr. Manuel, is what all the dead people got. The only thing you can give him, his house, his cars, his clothes, his personal being. Yes, I'll say it. If there's anything you can give him, it's just one thing. You know what it is? Fire.
That is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 1017 The Truth.
This is 1017 The Truth, Melanie Ricks, and I am Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee so much. I love how rich this city is in history, and I love how rich we are in the moment. I think that every day there's something new that our city accomplishes, but it's important that we keep remembering that it takes a village to be great, and I know that we can be great as long as we all stick together. So why not stick together and join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations, where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk. At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their community uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a community uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Ruber Lawson, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Ruber Lawson. One call, that's all.
They are our cuddlers and coworkers,
purr machines and love bugs, and constant companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life so much better. When we face unexpected challenges in life, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people who love their pets and the pets who love their people, ensuring these families stay exactly where they belong, together. And you have something to offer. With a open heart and mind, there's nothing you can't do. There's no gesture too small or too big when it comes to helping. Whether donating a bag of sugar, sharing an Instagram post of a lost pet, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. You can help keep pets and people together. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Gotta go through. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. And I'm here to talk to you about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Let's talk about the birds and the bees. Like I've been saying, it's hot outside. I was going to give a great example, but somebody just showed me a cup with water in it. It was a dead fly in it. Like they were drinking water all day, right? Out of their cup. And they left it open. And so they kind of looked at it and went, and then they started thinking, did I drink that? I was like, I don't know. But bugs shouldn't be in your house. Or flies. And we talked about it. I'm anti-bug. The 250 series from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin includes exclusive hidden screens which stay inside the window while you're not using it. That means when it's closed, I got a screen. When it's open, I got a screen because I can't do bugs. Like that is my one thing. I've never had a bird fly in my house. I think the only bird that got loose in my house was a bird I had that was did everybody have a parakeet? Like, have you ever had a parakeet? I've never had I've had like two parakeets, a yellow one and a blue one. They both died. I'm just saying. Don't all parakeets die when you put them in a like, has anybody had a parakeet? Hey, my parakeet got old and I let it go. Yeah, I think it got out and flew around the house. And that's me. The flying things, birds, bees, bugs, I can't do it. So if you bundle and save the 250 series patio door and 8 double hung windows with exclusive hidden screens, and that's the key for me. You could pay as low as $188 a month. I think that's a good deal to keep birds and bugs and bees and flies and gnats. Can you do anything about a gnat? Oh, I learned that gnats come with some plants. They give off gnats. I'm like, dude, I'm never having a green plant in my house again. I'm done. Or I can just get some Pella windows and doors and it'll do great. Visit PellaWI.com. That's Pella, PellaWI.com today. So I'm just saying, you get one of them issues, it's getting toward the fall. And the weird thing about it is during the end of the summer and it starts to cool off, they start looking for places to go. Your house, your window. And yeah, for me, that's the deal. So I can't do it. I can't do it. I have to have windows that I trust, windows that I can afford. And that's one of the ways